Plants are everywhere around us, at school, in parks, gardens, and even along roadsides. They come in all shapes and sizes, from tiny patches of green to towering trees. Some have vibrant flowers, while others display unique leaves. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to get to know plants better, exploring their different parts and understanding how they are classified. By observing plants closely, we can appreciate their diversity and learn how each part plays a vital role in their growth and survival. Let's begin by taking a nature walk and observing the plants around us. Every plant has several distinct parts: the stem, branch, root, leaf, flower, and fruit. These parts work together to help the plant grow and thrive. The stem supports the plant and transports water and nutrients, while the roots anchor it and absorb minerals from the soil. Leaves are the site of food production, and flowers are involved in reproduction. By labeling and coloring these parts, we can better understand their functions and importance. Let's take a closer look at a typical plant and identify each part. You step outside, you'll notice that plants vary greatly. Some are small and delicate, others are tall and sturdy, and some simply form green carpets on the ground. Their leaves can be green or reddish, and their flowers range from large and colorful to tiny and subtle. This diversity is fascinating and helps us understand the different ways plants adapt to their environments. By observing these differences, we can start to classify plants into groups based on their characteristics. Plants can be classified into three main categories: herbs, shrubs, and trees. Herbs are small with soft stems, shrubs are medium-sized with hard but not thick stems, and trees are tall with thick, hard stems. By feeling the stems and observing where branches grow, we can identify which category a plant belongs to. This classification helps us understand plant structure and how they interact with their surroundings. Let's look at examples of herbs, shrubs, and trees. Herbs are usually short and have tender stems, shrubs have hard stems and branches near the base, and trees are tall with thick stems and branches high above the ground. By observing these features, you can classify plants around you. Remember to handle plants gently and avoid harming them during your observations. Weeds are unwanted plants that often grow in crop fields, lawns, or pots. Farmers frequently remove weeds to protect their crops. When studying plants, you can use weeds with soft stems for activities. It's important to work in groups and minimize harm to plants, ensuring that we respect nature while learning. Not all plants stand upright. Creepers have weak stems and spread on the ground, while climbers need support to grow upwards. Examples include money plants and grapevines. These plants are different from herbs, shrubs, and trees, and their unique growth habits help them survive in various environments. Stem is a crucial part of the plant. It bears leaves, branches, buds, flowers, and fruits. One important function of the stem is to transport water and minerals from the roots to the leaves and other parts. Through simple experiments, we can observe how colored water moves up the stem, demonstrating its role in supporting the plant's life processes. By placing a stem in colored water, you can observe the color rising through the stem and eventually appearing in the veins of leaves. This demonstrates how water and minerals travel from roots through the stem to nourish leaves and other parts. The stem acts as a highway, ensuring all parts of the plant receive what they need. Leaves come in various shapes, sizes, and colors. The part that attaches the leaf to the stem is called the petiole, and the broad green part is the lamina. By making leaf impressions, you can observe the veins and midrib, which are essential for transporting water and nutrients. Leaves are vital for photosynthesis, the process by which plants make their food. The pattern of veins in a leaf is called venation. There are two main types: reticulate, which is net-like, and parallel, where veins run side by side. By observing leaves from different plants, you can identify their venation and relate it to their root types. This connection helps us understand plant classification even further. Leaves perform several important functions. They release water vapor through transpiration, which helps regulate temperature and maintain water balance. Leaves also prepare food for the plant through photosynthesis, using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. This food is then stored in various parts of the plant, supporting its growth and development. To observe transpiration, enclose a leafy branch in a transparent polythene bag and tie it securely. After a few hours in the sun, you'll notice water droplets inside the bag. This water comes from the leaves, released as vapor through transpiration. This process is essential for plants, helping them manage water and maintain their health. By immersing a leaf in spirit and then treating it with iodine, you can observe a color change indicating the presence of starch. This experiment shows that leaves produce food through photosynthesis using sunlight and a green pigment called chlorophyll. The food made by leaves is stored in various parts of the plant, such as roots and stems. Roots are essential for absorbing water and minerals from the soil. They also anchor the plant firmly, preventing it from being uprooted easily. By comparing plants with and without roots, you can see how important roots are for plant health and survival. Roots come in different types, each suited to the plant's needs. By planting two similar plants, one with roots and one without, and watering them regularly, you can observe that only the plant with roots remains healthy. This experiment highlights the vital role roots play in absorbing water and nutrients, supporting the plant's overall well-being. Roots can be classified into tap roots and fibrous roots. Tap roots have a main root with smaller lateral roots, while fibrous roots consist of many similar roots without a main one. By observing roots of gram and maize plants, you can identify these types and understand their differences. There is a fascinating relationship between the type of roots and leaf venation. Plants with reticulate venation usually have tap roots, while those with parallel venation have fibrous roots. By observing leaves and roots together, you can classify plants more accurately and understand their adaptations. Stem acts like a two-way street, transporting water and minerals upward from the roots and moving food downward from the leaves. This efficient system ensures that all parts of the plant receive what they need to grow and function. Understanding this transport system helps us appreciate the complexity of plant life. Flowers are the reproductive parts of plants. They consist of sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. Sepals protect the bud, petals attract pollinators, stamens produce pollen, and the pistil contains the ovary. By observing and dissecting flowers, you can identify these parts and understand their functions. Different flowers have varying numbers of sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. Some flowers have joined sepals or petals while others have separate ones. By observing flowers closely, you can fill in tables and compare their structures, noting the diversity among plant species. To study the inner parts of a flower, carefully remove the sepals and petals. Use a magnifying glass to observe the stamens and pistil. Count the number of stamens and draw their structure, labeling the anther and filament. This hands-on activity helps you understand the complexity of flower anatomy. The stamen consists of two main parts, the anther and the filament. The anther produces pollen, which is essential for plant reproduction. By drawing and labeling the stamen, you can better understand its role in the flower's life cycle. The pistil is the innermost part of the flower and consists of the stigma, style, and ovary. The stigma receives pollen, the style connects the stigma to the ovary, and the ovary contains ovules. Understanding these parts is key to learning how plants reproduce and form seeds. By cutting the ovary of a flower, you can observe the ovules inside. These bead-like structures are where seeds develop. Use a lens to examine the ovary and draw its inner parts, deepening your understanding of plant reproduction. Not all flowers have the same structure. Some may lack sepals, petals, stamens, or pistils, and the number of each part can vary. This diversity reflects the wide range of adaptations plants have developed for reproduction and survival. Let's recap what we've learned. Plants are grouped into herbs, shrubs, and trees. The stem bears leaves, flowers, and fruits and conducts water and food. Leaves have petiole and lamina, and their venation can be reticulate or parallel. Roots absorb water and minerals and anchor the plant. Flowers consist of sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. Each part plays a unique role in the plant's life. It's important to clarify common misconceptions. For example, stems do not absorb water, roots do. Leaves do not hold the plant upright, roots anchor it. The number of petals and stamens in a flower is not always equal. Understanding these facts helps us build accurate knowledge about plants.